Not a very tidy worker, as Wayne is a bit annoyed. She is done. What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Drift Games vlog. So if you're not caught up with our channel, we have been in America traveling around, going to SEMA, doing Drift Week, but now we are back in Ireland. The roads are about 10 foot narrower than American roads. So, pretty busy week. We asked you guys a while ago, what did you guys want to see? What did you want to see more of? And you guys just said you want to see more of everything. So today we're going to be working on the Verossa. We bought this car about a month ago, and we are turning it into a drift taxi for Jimmy Oaks to come over next week to drive at our Drift Games bash and give passenger spins there. Is this car ready? No, not even really close to being ready. It's not even running, it's not even put together. But at Drift Games we're used to these deadlines, so we're not worried. Quite a bit to fill you in on later on, but at the moment I'm going to pick up some last minute parts from Murray Motorsport, like harnesses and stuff. If you're taking passengers, they obviously need to be safe. So we're going with these harnesses because they're clip and we're getting passengers in and out fast, so easier to get people in and out. And hooks and bolt bits and a extinguisher. Always find it hard coming in here because there's so many little trinkets that I want to buy and shiny things, and I get taken in by shiny things very easily. Nice to see Link being represented in here. Thank you, sir. You're a gentleman. See ya. First few bits and bobs done. Now at least Wayne can't give out to me for a little while. So, back in the shed and back in Wayne's natural habitat. Happy to be back?
Very happy.
Very happy indeed. So just to catch you guys up with what went off when we weren't filming, we've done the interior of the car. So, as you can see, the interior is all the same colour. And if I will say so myself, this is, as Wayne would say, some job. Would you say some job?
A right job, that is.
A right job. That's even a step up from some job. So, this is far from a sponsored ad, but I just feel I need to say this because I feel I need to spread the word as this stuff is incredible. So we sprayed this with something called Steal It. Now this is very hard to get in Europe. I think there's only one supplier in Germany. We got it through Group D. It's a little bit more expensive than, say, normal spray cans. It's about 40 to 50 euros a can. But I will say the results speak for themselves, because this was with very little prep and it covers super well. It's super hard wearing. And if you spray it onto bare metal, you can actually weld through it. So you don't need to scuff up all the paint or anything like that. And then if you need to top it up, it actually covers up really well and all blends together. I don't know, the stuff's magic. It's magical spray. That's what I'm going with. And we actually did this with about 8 cans. So if you compare the price of 8 cans of that, and you can do it yourself, to getting the interior properly sprayed up by a professional and a booth and everything like that, the cost and time is just miles apart, so could not recommend that stuff enough. So we have a busy week ahead of us. Well, I mean, not really me, I say Wayne does, and other people have a busy week ahead of them. So we have a box of goodies, we have a box of arms, we have a box of brakes, we have all the things to kind of put stuff all together. But I'm not going to be doing any of that because, let's be honest, the mechanical stuff is best left to Wayne. The stuff that I'm going to be doing is all the stuff that Wayne says that's useless. So we're going to be trying to utilize as many as the interior bits as possible, because let's be honest, I think it just makes the car a much nicer place to be. You have some of the door card and the dash in and everything like that. It kind of covers up the stuff that I don't know, can look a bit rough if you leave it bare. So the idea is, I'm not sure if this is going to work or not, we're going to try and utilize this, probably make a plate to go over that or something, and as much as the door card as possible, make a slit somewhere and put some plastic underneath to make up a full door card to cover up all the door skin. Now that's the plan. Whether it goes to plan or not, I don't know. I have test fitted nothing. So before I waste any more of the day, let's just get to it. That actually went so much smoother than I expected. Literally just followed the line across there, angle grinded it off, did a quick file, door shuts, and to me that just looks so much better. I didn't follow the line of the cage, I followed the line of the door card. I just thought it'd be neater. And again, we're going to be putting some black Foamex or some black plastic, whatever we find, for the lower half. So all that will be black in the end. And because of that, we've retained the door handles, so it's easy for people to get out, because it's just like a normal car. And we've also retained the window switches. Right, let's do the rest of them. Hopefully the rest of them are as easy. So, a little bit trickier than I expected, well, especially the front ones. The rear ones were a little bit easier. Wayne's here standing behind the camera in judgmental mode.
As always.
Verdict?
It'll do.
I think it's a little better than it will do. Because of the front X, we just kind of did a harsher cut there, but it still shuts perfectly. So, to be fair, I think that's the easier part of the job done. The next is the dash. And I've done one of these before, and it was a ball ache, and anyone that has done it before will know it's a ball ache. So, I guess we'll just get into it and see how much of a ball ache it actually is. I would be lying if I said that was an easy job, because it was an absolute ball ache of a job. So the dash is in somewhat with lots of gaps and everything like that. Small problem, first of all, is the handbrake is mounted too far forward, so obviously there's no room to grab, and it's adjusted there to the max. So I think we're going to chop a bit off there so the handbrake should rest a little bit further back, and hopefully there'll still be enough swing on it to lock it, which I think they will. The gaps over here, I'm going to be putting some black plastic over behind it, so it's just going to clean it up. Then if we put any buttons on, they can just be mounted to the plastic. And then I've just put this in just to tidy it up a little. That's about as far as I'm going with the interior today. Wayne is having misery on the back of the car because every bolt is seized, so everything's going absolutely fine. As you can see, he's got the brakes on, the calipers fit, and the rear FDF stuff all fitted, ready to go. So because the interior is not a massive priority, seeing as it can go for wrapping like that and it'd be fine, we have been told that the FDF kit on the front pushes the wheels out about 4 centimeters. So before it goes for wrapping, I think I'm gonna attack the front fenders and try and roll them as much as I can. Therefore, hopefully the wheels will fit. As always, car stuff takes longer than you think, and also not a very tidy worker, as Wayne is a bit annoying. So arches are, well, I mean, it's not going to be a perfect job because I'm not a professional arch roller, but to me, I'm not sure if you can see, they have been flared out quite a bit. So I just heated it up a little bit, just so the metal bent a bit better. It's a little bit creased, but then again, I've done quite a severe flare on it. And then repeat. But as always on a car, do one side and then the other. I think the second side actually came out a little better. But yeah, I'll say everything on this video, I'm no professional. I've just thrown myself at it and somehow come out of it. So as a bit of advice, I would say anything you see me doing, you guys watching can do. Calling it a night tonight. Wayne's gonna carry on for... So Wayne's staying until late. Made a lot of mess. Achieved some on the car. And now it's one step closer to being done. So catch up with this video on another day of whenever we pick this up.
Alright guys, Josh steps away and I step in. We are here in Precision Tint and Graphics. Jay and the boys have given us some strict instructions. Now we wanted to film the whole process of the Verossa getting wrapped, but we were told that we're too distracting. We mess too much, we get stuck in all the stickers and we mess everything up. So we were not allowed to interfere too much other than just put on some decals, which we've been working away on. As you can see, we're still printing graphics. We're down to the final hours. We gave Precision Tint and Graphics 2 days. They had to throw everybody at this. But I want to talk a little bit about the design too. Robert from Square Design, I spoke to him a couple of weeks ago and I said, I want this to look like the wildest Verossa you've ever seen. I think he smashed it on the design. We're going to get the car wrapped and it's not going to be a long process now for you guys to see it. We're just going to give you a little bit of a montage, then we're going to reveal it because we have no time. 3 days until this car has to be on track and there's a lot to do. So let's get to it. She is done. Alright guys, there it is. Look how amazing this car looks after what was a very boring car is now not a very boring car. From when we picked it up from Driftworks from Fraser, it's definitely a different machine. Ryan did an amazing job on the cage in this car. Joey fixed all the bumpers. We put our wheels from the Corvette on it, and Wayne and Josh and all the boys put a lot of hours into making sure that the interior, it's not finished yet. We still want to lower it. We still have to put the FDF suspension in it. We still have to do a ton of wiring, link ECU, all that's coming up in the future episodes. But I know what you're thinking. How do you guys have a passenger ride in this car with Jimmy Oakes at the bash? Well, here's what you do. Just film yourself watching this episode, put it on Instagram, tag us in it. We're going to pick one of you guys for a guaranteed passenger ride this weekend. It's going to be a lot of queues, but you can queue up and it's going to be €40 because if you want to come to it, we have about 6 pro cars with drift games this weekend at the bash. €40 guaranteed passenger rides. We'll bring the helmets, we'll bring all that. All you got to do is just jump in and have a lot of fun. This is going to be a wild experience getting this car finished for the next couple of days. But most importantly, in this episode, I want to thank Precision Tint and Graphics and Square Design. Square Design smashed the look. I told them to go as wild as possible. I don't think you can go any wilder with this. And Precision Tint and Graphics, this is a 2-day turnaround, which is not possible. And don't ask them to do it again. But they put a lot of late hours into it. And everything from smoking the lights to all the details to reprinting and reproducing even old school stuff like this. They did it all from scratch, which is unbelievable. It just goes to show any car could look amazing with a little bit of design and a little bit of application from PTG. We have a showstopper on our hands. Now we got to get the car loaded up. Wayne's going to get very angry with me because we have a lot of work to do in the next little while. DRT Automotive are taking the car, doing the wiring, putting the link ECU in, and then Lloyd Patterson and Jimmy Oakes will be mapping it, hopefully with no issues, to get it ready for this weekend. Whew, let's get to it.